What's up, community? My name is George, as always joined by Daniel. Alex unfortunately couldn't be with us today. He has some urgent tasks to take care of. But Daniel hopefully could cut some time to join. What's up, man?
Hi. The call sends someone that is not important for production.
No, it's not an estimation. It's very available asset for us. And, that sounded super corporate, I know, but yeah, I mean it. I mean it. So, let's talk about Level 0 Extraction Early Access launch. I'm super excited about that, but today just let's focus on what's new in the build. So first of all, the game will feature a new map. It is called Turian Caves. This map is set on an extraterrestrial celestial body that is called Turian. It's a planet that those alien organisms were discovered at, right, by scientists from Earth. And this map is going to be more claustrophobic. It will be darker than the previous map at the South Pole, and it will feature lots of new things like new loot and actually new AI enemies, right, which we'll talk about later. This map is going to be bigger than the South Pole map. It will be 40% the size of, actually 140% of the size of the South Pole map. And yeah, but it will still feature the 12 versus 2 ratio for mercs and aliens, so 12 humans versus 2 monsters. For this map, this stays like that, and in the future, for bigger maps and future maps, maybe we will adjust that, but let's see. Anyways, Daniel, what do you got for me? What else?
Yeah, apart from that, the new map will have like new contracts. All of them are new, so like all of the contracts that you've seen on South Pole will remain there. There will be also like 3 new contracts on South Pole. I hope like some people will catch the reference when they see it. And then the new contracts on the Caves of Turian, there will be like around 30 contracts. Some of them will also feature like some Easter eggs and references. So yeah, shoot them in the chat when you notice them. Also, the new map will feature 2 new events. So there will be an alien cave event. It's like let's say it's like a location where the aliens originated from, like where they've been discovered. And this place is like a bit alive, and it doesn't like light as well. So like to get some loot that the researchers left there, you will need to like destroy what protects this cave, what protects this loot with light, and then get it. And second one,
sorry, just to interrupt you, Daniel, for a second. That cave, I think players might have seen it from our February trailer, right? The gameplay reveal one, where it is shown as the scientists are, taking a look at something.
Yeah, it changed the way how it looks, like a lot recently. I mean, since the trailer, but it's the same place.
Yep.
And then there's warehouse, warehouse. I think players seen them in dev update screenshots on Discord. Like you will be able to go there. You will need to find a key to open it somewhere on the map. When you find the key, you take the key, key card, take it there, open the key, open the warehouse, and then you need to start the event. Starting the event will start unlocking the doors where some of those mutants were locked in by survivors. So you'll be able to get rid of those mutants and then get some valuable loot from the warehouse as well.
Yeah, so 2 new events: Alien Cave and Warehouse. Besides that, we got new weapons for you guys, both firearms and melee. So firearms will include weapons like MDR, MPX, 6.9, and some interesting melee, tools like katana. So you'll be able to go all samurai. Right, so got some loot adjustments for you as well. We moved some loot from the South Pole map to caves, right? It will be available in this map as well. But there's going to be also, there's going to be a new loot as well.
Let me jump on this one. Like, so some of the weapons that you've used on South Pole will be moved to be exclusively obtainable in caves. So, like, I think it was Maluk, and then like RD, and a few other like top tier guns. You will only be able to get them on caves. You can still,
Great.
take them from caves and then go on South Pole later on. But like South Pole will be the place to obtain them. What else? AI drones. Yeah, you just mentioned those. Like, you won't have turrets on the caves of Thorion. Instead, you will have the like flying turrets. Let's say flying AI drones.
Yeah, flying turrets, like flying combat drones. Man, these guys are mean. I've played a couple of times. Yeah, I've played a couple of times on the caves already, but I can tell you that these MFs are really hard to take down. I mean, it takes some firepower to take them down. Let me tell you.
You'd better avoid them. But then, yeah, we'll see if some adjustments will
good
be
advice.
needed. Yeah. Like, we'll definitely do those after the early access, like in the nearest patches, let's say.
Yeah.
And the map will also feature like solo extraction elevators. So those elevators will be only seen by solo players. So like the solo players on Caves of Therion will have a specific exit that only they can use and get out of the map.
So yeah, let's talk about optimization. This next point is something that players, have pointed out multiple times. Yeah, we've improved that, improved the optimization. The performance for the game, and in the main menu, you will now experience much smoother. In the main menu, you will have a much smoother experience now. Also, we took care of some crashes and fixed some of those optimization. Go ahead, yeah.
Sure. All over both maps, like South Pole and Caves of Therion, like we've adjusted some of the like VFXs and stuff that could potentially eat performance, optimize some textures. So there will be like some optimization that you'll notice in comparison to open beta. Yeah, and the menu, like there's a whole new scene, so it's much better now. It's not your PC won't be frying. Also, on day one, DLSS 3 plus frame generation and reflex are coming. We've tried to do the like AMD FSR. We're not sure it will be ready for like early access release right when it hits. But maybe it will come just a bit later on, since there is some like technical stuff that we need to solve first.
Okay. Anti-cheat. And this is something that will be on release, and we have implemented that. It will be a part of the launch, as I said. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Hope it will like prove effective. Also we'll be doing like manual report systems a bit later on after the early access. So right now,
right.
Probably like anti-cheat will help us solve most of the basic hacks, and then we'll see how it goes and add the report system when it's needed.
All right, so there you have it, a new map, optimization, anti-cheat, cool. But let's talk about South Pole and the original map, the first map that was added to level 0. So we'll have new contracts and new Easter eggs in those contracts, right, Daniel?
Yep. I hope some the people we're referencing to will understand those pretty fast, but we'll see how fast that contracts will be available, since it's a bit random.
My favorite is Ukrainian passport, which I have, in real life. So it's
makes sense. But like those new ones are like for specific people, like for one.
Yeah, let's see.
But hopefully the community will understand the reference. Regarding the overall like changes on the South Pole, there won't be too much, but we definitely improved the navigation all around. We've added a lot of new other what's called the signs. So like, for instance, if you're leaving the warehouse on On South Pole, you will have signs leading you to specific exits, to specific sectors. All of the room signs are now bigger and better, and you will have a lot of signs leading to those rooms. So it will be much better for navigation. Also, there are some changes on the tablet that will help you with contract navigation too, but we'll cover them later on. We also added a lot of new weapon modules since there was a grip slot for weapons, and we just needed a bit more time to tickle with the animations with the new guns when you have not with new guns, but when you have grips on guns. So those will be available right at the start. Also in the menu, and even when you're looting, we've adjusted the values of not the values of items, but the visually changed the items so you can see the value better. So the more valuable and rare, what's the word? More rare items will be colored, so you'll be able to notice those quickly.
Okay.
Regarding some, we also have done a lot of work on animations. We're currently doing a lot of work on animations, let's say. So first of all, we've fixed some status with granite throws that you might have experienced previously. So it's super smooth right now. Also, we've fixed the stutter when you're going into the ADS. When you're aiming down sights, there was a sometimes small stutter that because the animation was connected to the server. That's how the server works. Now it's gone. Now we have the much better animation system in regards of that. Also, we're currently working on something that we really want to have in early access. We'll see if that will go live at day one, or maybe it will need additional week or something. But we want to improve the feedback on how you change the items in your quick slots. So earlier you had quick slot 1 and quick slot 2. For example, 1 was with your nail gun and second was with a flare. Second one was a flare. And you wanted to quickly switch to the flare. Sometimes you would feel that the feedback is bad because you're trying to switch and then the quick slot is not selected because first you're playing the animation of your character hiding the weapon and then you're playing the animation of character getting the flare out. We've played a bit with that and we're going to improve the speed of how it's going on. So we'll skip the animation of how the weapon is hidden or whatever item you have in that slot. And there will only be animation for the item that you're getting out.
So technically it will be smoother and quicker, but we also, as Daniel mentioned, we might have to take more time to polish that because we want to get the balance right. This
balance and some technical limitations because we changed how the system works. Now we need to make sure that everything works correctly. Also, we've added a lot of people asked for a toggle for ADS and leans. That's coming as well. You'll be able to toggle that on in settings.
Right. I always play with toggle, to be honest. It's just it's just my finger feels more relaxed, so to speak, when I toggle and just take care of shooting or lean and look around the corner, because if I have to hold button down, my fingers get tired a bit, you know what I mean? And just extra pressure on me overall, But moving forward, we have Merc reputation progression to talk about faster progression for pistols specifically. And also we will add more basic weapons to the starting stash. Apart from nail gun, Daniel, I think it will be what? SMGs, pistols, anything else?
Yeah, pistols and SMGs most likely. There will be some items like grenades as well, but we don't have the final list right now. We'll be able to post that, by the way, prior to release, I think. It's just not finalized.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Tablet map update as well is
first, and then overall the progression. What I meant is that in the open beta, the progression to getting those first pistols and first guns was like quite long. It will be a bit faster now, but everything else will be a bit more prolonged, much slower than it was in the beta, because like for the beta, the reputation balance, we've set it for 1 week of testing, basically. What
great,
we've done for the open beta.
Yeah, terrific. Also, the handheld tablet will get an update. So room names will show, rooms will show their names when you're hovering over them. And also, you will have zoom in and zoom out when you scroll the mouse wheel, which some players also have asked for. And later on, we'll be adding the map to the main menu as well. This is something that has been requested by the community. Hopefully they dig it.
Let me probably go through the balance changes quickly.
Sure.
So overall, the main points. First one, nail gun damage. I mean, not damage of nails, let's say, is a bit nerfed. So the nail gun will do less damage. It's now like 6, and 8 per nail, and we had like 10, 12. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll adjust that if it needs additional adjustments. But you'll be able to get the basic pistols and all of the other weapons earlier than you had them in the beta. So consider that when you're thinking that nail gun is nerfed too much. Also, some basic changes to perks that are coming, like the perk that was giving you health regeneration, it's now getting nerfed for squads. So it will still work either to 100% or a bit less, like 80, 90. We'll see how that goes. For solos and for squads, it will only regen you up to 50% health. The perk that was given additional healing was nerfed from 100% to 33% right now. Overall, all of the ammo boxes will have more ammo in them. So you'll get more ammo when you purchase it. The limits are still there, but at least you'll have not let's say not 60 bullets, but 80 or 100 bullets with 2 packs.
Yeah, you'll also be able to purchase more ammo overall.
Yeah, because of that, because it stacks more, so you're buying with the same amount of stacks, you're getting more bullets. The starter kit. A lot of people were asking if the starter kit is staying or is it gone? Is it a thing that was there just for the beta? It will change the way how it looks, but overall it will still be there. It will give you the nail gun ammo, flares, glow sticks, and that's it, I think. Flashlight is no longer part of starter kit, and the amount of flares and glow sticks will depend on the amount of people that are in your squad, let's say. So solos will have more resources, let's say, per player, and squads will have much less resources per player. So for example, what we're currently looking at is for flares, solos will have 5 flares, and then squads will have 2 flares per person. Squads of 3, I mean, and squads of 2 will have 3. We'll see how it goes, and then do adjustments if needed. Weapons did not change much. I think there were some adjustments that were done in the open beta to the weapon damage and recoil and everything else. Some adjustments that were made after the open beta, but they were super minor. In terms of big stuff, we reduced the shotgun effectiveness on medium and high distances, because with the slug you could just one-shot a person from a distance in a shotgun, which is not what we wanted to achieve. So there will be a damage drop-off for that, and increased spread for the shells. And regarding the spawns, we've added more spawns, and they're also like on the open beta we had an issue with how the spawns were working. So lots of the times there were a lot of spawn points, but lots of the times you were still meeting people at the same exact spawn spots, and you were thinking that there's not much of them, but it was because the randomization of those spawns wasn't working correctly on the server side. So now it's fixed, and now you will see new spawn spots much more often than you used to in the open beta.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
That's about it in regards of mercs. Did I put the alien? Yeah, I have the alien changes later on.
Yeah, alien changes are we have that in store still down the road.
Let me just go through the alien changes first, and then we'll get back to everything else.
Sure, but I'll just quickly mention that these balance changes are the main, like the most important ones, and when the game is out, we will release a detailed list of changes. Okay, that will it will have everything in it, basically like a patch note post. All right, let's go over to the alien.
For alien, like bigger changes that you'll notice. First of all, what we want to try out is the new scan type. We're not 100% sure about it, but we want to test it out with you guys and then get your feedback and further work with scans. So we want scans to first show the squads, like trios, then duos, then solos. We'll see how that feels. But overall, the idea is that we don't want aliens to notice, all of those solo players right away and just select them as a target. There are a lot of other changes that are, trying to fix that balance for solo players against duos of mercs. Oh, sorry, solo mercs against duos of aliens. But like that's one of them. Then the EMP will also work as Scream Wave. So the the duration of the EMP effect will depend on the amount of people affected by it. So like if you're using the EMP against solo, it will be a bit shorter. If you're using it against several mercs, doesn't matter if they're a squad or like 3 solo mercs, let's say, then the effect will be longer. And Scream Wave overall is increased for squads as well. So like the effect will be up to 5 seconds against 3+ mercs affected by it. What we've changed drastically is the blind effect of the flashlight. So it only blinds now in melee range. It doesn't blind you from a distance. The blind was wearing off in 3 seconds. Now it will wear off in 1 second. And overall, like the blur is reduced like by 50% at least in comparison to what you have seen before. So like when you are blinded, you'll see a blurry screen, not a white screen, let's say.
Yeah.
And the alien customization is also coming. There will be some skins. There will be a skin that the players were able to get for 100 kills in the open beta.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be some other skins that are purchasable for aliens. And there will be like 2 models of aliens that are a bit different. So like you'll have 2 models and then skins for them. Currently those models, they like a bit different. They're not super different. So it's not like a tank and assassin alien. For that, we'll see how it goes like later on in the early access.
Yep. Also, speaking about skins, we will have skins as rewards for players who participated in the closed beta. These skins will be available on August 6th when the game is out. And yeah, continuing that topic, actually, we are super thrilled to announce that a high-tier character will be also available at launch. What it means is that when you max out the reputation for Taras Zbroyev, who is the gunsmith, you will unlock a special character, which is for now just a skin visual, right? And then later on we will add some skills for these high-tier characters. Is that correct, Daniel?
Yeah. Expect those in the updates. So like for the people who are asking, for that soldier in the dev updates. Will the night vision device be working? It definitely will. There will be some downsides
also,
to using the night vision, of course. So it's your choice. Either you wanted to, use this character and his skills or not.
Yeah. Also, speaking about hide your characters, skins that people had a chance to unlock during the open beta back in June. These skins will be applicable to higher tier characters.
Yeah, there will be like two on release. So like first one is a soldier that you've seen in dev updates, and the other one that you've seen in the open beta contest, like those screenshots, like art, let's say. The guy with a hand. It's like the second high tier character that will be available for Scientist Reputation.
Mm-hmm. So also another thing I wanted to talk about really quickly is one of my favorite features on Steam is achievements. We will have about 20 achievements on launch, and more of those will be coming later as we develop the game in early access. Excited about this one. Also, we'll have trading cards, and more information on them in a Steam post. Keep your eyes peeled, guys. We will be posting that about a week before the release, so keep your eyes open.
Yeah, and also there's a reward coming for players that participated in closed beta and blood tests before that. There will be a power backup failure backpack. So that's coming as well.
That sounds
You'll be able
awesome.
To use it on the South Pole Research Facility skin. So those guys will.
Okay, I knew about the reward, but I didn't know it was actually a backup power failure.
There will be a backpack with a badge.
Okay, send me a picture later in the chat. I want to see it. So let's speak about updates that will come after the early access launch. First of all, Daniel will have alien progression system, mutations, rerolls, that type of stuff, right?
Let me take it from there. Right. First two updates that we're looking forward to release right after early access. A bigger one will feature the alien progression system. So I'll give you a quick overview of what we're cooking, let's say, without getting into too much context, because you will need much more context, let's say, to understand how that system works. What are the downsides? What are the upsides, and everything else? So for the alien progression system, it will most likely be the second big update. We'll have the mutations. So the mutations are perks that are selectable for aliens. Once you get you get in the current design, you have 6 slots for those mutations. Once you get the specific amount of mutation points that you get for completing goals, killing mercs, doing wipeouts, etc., you'll get those points. You'll be able to spend them on the mutations. You spend the points, and then you get in a roguelite system, you get a selection of mutations that you can choose one from, and you fill all of your slots of those mutations. Those mutations can be rerolled. So if you're not happy with the choice, you can spend a bit more of the mutation currency to to get a perfect build, let's say. But also those mutations, you'll be able
to reset your so to speak, build.
Yeah, but what I meant is that those mutations can be lost as well. If you're dying, they will decay over time, over the amount of death you have. There will be a second chance to save some of those mutations that you really like. But overall, aliens will be much more will try to play safe, probably, to have those mutations.
So there will be risk for them in matches. Something that players have brought up here, not once. Okay.
And we'll need to do some balance changes, to make sure that the alien doesn't burn instantly, and it causes frustration because you died of unexpected reasons. So those changes are coming as well, like the light stacking, for example. There will be a limit of damage you can get from specific light source, so you won't be as weak against the squads as currently. You'll be able to have several builds for those aliens, so like you'll be able just to switch between them. So if you're playing with your mate and then you have some mutations that are too similar or they're not working together very well, you'll be able just to select a different build and spend the mutation points to get mutations in that build as well. We're currently also looking at the interesting ways to get specific goals for aliens apart from just killing everyone. So there will be some spots on the maps that mercs and aliens will fight for, and aliens would want to defend those, and mercs will want to destroy those and get something out of there for their own profit, and aliens will need to defend them. But it's like coming later.
So these will be like events.
Yes, right. Those will be like events.
Okay.
And to give you more context on those, I think we'll just need to do a separate video once we have it finalized and we have route for it and we can show it to you. Also, in the first update, we'll focus on the stuff on the most crucial feedback from players on the early access launch. And we'll also work a bit more with solo perks and versions of perks for solo players. So I want to give solo players a bit more chances against aliens.
Yeah, speaking about mercs. So we spoke about alien progression system. Now it's about the mercs class.
Yeah, it's speaking about the mercs. So merc changes will come in the update like right after early access. We want to add more versions of perks for solos. So like solos will be able to loot much quicker than squads. Quicker weapon swap animations for solos as well will be coming through mercs. And solos will be able to carry more weight when they have that perk. So like you'll have much more different options for perks to select from. Regarding the other perks that were not mentioned in the balance changes, no changes are coming for those, like amphetamine, methamphetamine, all the stuff. The stuff that you like will stay there. That's
all right.
Yeah, and we'll currently also looking at stacking flares and glow sticks in your quick slots. We'll see how it goes. We want to make that happen, but like there will still need to be some downside, so you don't stack 20 of them in one slot and just pump them. So there'll definitely be a downside, but at least you won't need to do all of that manual labor to put them in quick slots not after, but like in between the fights.
Amazing. Okay, Daniel, thank you so much for joining me today. Folks, thank you for watching this update. We just gave you a quick overview of what to expect at early access launch. So to sum it up quickly, there's going to be a new map, Turin Caves, optimization will be improved. Performance will be improved. So we did some optimization. Anti-cheat, lots of balance changes that focus mostly on solos and squads and how different formations work from mercs, right? High tier characters, new music tracks. By the way, Daniel, we haven't mentioned that. There's gonna be some kick-ass themes from mercs and aliens. We will post them on YouTube soon, in a couple of days, so keep your eyes open, guys. We will also ping you on Discord, on our server. Don't forget to join that, by the way, because you can chat with the dev team directly, with me, with Daniel, some other folks. We will also have closed beta rewards for those who participated, Steam achievements, etc., so on and so forth. So thank you again, guys, for watching this. Stay tuned, and we cannot wait to bring the game to you. We cannot wait to ship it, and hopefully it goes well. And just appreciate you all, and thank you for your support, for the feedback, and just for being with us. Okay, check out the previous developer podcast on our YouTube channel. There's also a couple of links in the description of this video. Yeah, and just see you soon, guys, okay? Stay in touch and
See you in release.
good luck to us.